Good. Okay. Hello, hello. We may be waiting here for a minute. That's all right. I'm doing a new study. Hi. Hello. Good to see you. Here and gone. Okay. Hello, hello. Come on in, come on in. In the older years. Hi, good to see you. I'm going to write an article on friendship and its effects on well-being and longevity. So I started my research yesterday. I have 3 articles I'm looking at. But so here we are, it's Monday. Come on in, bring them all in. Come on in. Excited to see you. Alyssa, I knew it was you. Good morning, how are you? Share my stream out if you'd like to. I am doing, well, the name of this vlog is Momentum, Life, and Friendship. Let's do this. Good morning. So I'm going to write an article on on friendship and its effects on longevity. So I started my studies yesterday. And then I also wanted to talk about momentum. Living your best life. How are you? Thank you for coming in. I don't think I didn't catch you this morning. I didn't catch you. I was asleep. Hey, Kate, how are you? Good to see you. You guys, Kate is one of my moderators from, I found this beautiful woman over at Daddy Curb's farm. And Kate, I was not there on Friday or Saturday morning because I was in rehearsal. So I haven't looked at the results yet. Living your best life. I have been a little bit discouraged. I think I saw that in your live stream yesterday as well. So I will look at that. I just needed to stop looking at statistics for a day or two. Did you see? Okay. Oh, thank you, sweetie. You were, it was my Saturday morning coffee break, but I was 9 o'clock. I was in the dance studio with dancers, so I couldn't be there. So life, life. I have, I just realized that this is like the first time this has happened, when you switch your schedule, it really has an effect on your, not your well-being, but it has effect on how you function in the day. And my schedule for the last 9 months was a school schedule, which was at school by 6:15 and leaving school about 5:30, and then cooking, or 4:30, and then coming and doing some YouTube stuff, cooking, and going to bed by 9. Well, my schedule is so different here in the North Woods as when I'm working with the cast and choreographing, and it's like I'm getting up at 8 o'clock, which is so different. I used to be at work already by 6:15, so getting up at 8 o'clock. If I'm going to do a live stream, getting ready for that by 9:30, and then getting to work by 12 to work with individual members of the cast. And I'm basically doing that until 10 o'clock at night. So I think that's like second shift. So it's like, how do I keep my momentum going? How do I keep my momentum going? Joy's Good Vibes, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. 320 Homestead, good morning. I am going to be doing a few things today besides talking at you. I am going to, we made some milk kefir together last week. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flavor the milk kefir this time. I have already, I'll show you guys. From that batch I started last week, this is our 4th quart. So I'm going to be working on our 5th quart, and I'll show you how to make it. This is a mango, and this is a mixed berry. And it is so good. I should probably drink some because I need something to eat besides coffee. So pleased to see you this morning. I am so pleased to see everybody this morning. I am really pleased. Let me put this one back and get a glass for myself. So my plan, you guys, is to talk about keeping up momentum, what it takes to keep your momentum going. And then also talking about life and how when you make changes, it can really affect, I would say, my effectiveness, like how effective I am in doing what I'm doing and getting used to those changes. And then friendship, the article I'm going to write on friendship. So now milk kefir, you guys, you know I'm all about the probiotics, right? I mean, that's what I do. It's probiotics. Cheers to you. Milk kefir is packed with probiotics. And if you're not used to drinking it, I would suggest going slow. This is about a cup and a half. I've been drinking a cup and a half of kefir for 3 years, and it is awesome on the body. So last week with the kefir, we took a starter and we put it into the milk. And if you don't know what milk kefir is, I'll just let you know again. Milk kefir is a fermented milk beverage that's very much like a drinkable yogurt. It has very similar flavors, and it is really good for gut health because it has a ton of probiotics, both yeasts and bacteria that are good for your gut and help with intestinal health and overall well-being, as well as your immune system. You know, your immune system is in your gut. So when your gut is healthy, you are healthy. That's why things like kombucha and water kefir and some apple cider vinegar drinks are so popular these days, because people are really trying to figure out how to get to that healthy place without using medicine. And so I discovered how to do that by drinking, making my own and drinking several different fermented beverages. So, this mango is delicious. I'll get to it, but I flavor my kefir with things like Naked, and this is Mighty Mango. It has no sugar added, so it's just pureed. Let's see. I think the ingredients are here. There should be, yeah. So mango puree, apple juice, orange juice, banana puree, lemon juice, beta carotene, vitamin A, which is probably that, when I look at that orange, it's probably coming from carrots. The beta carotene is probably, hi, Karen Ann, good to see you. I love when Karen and Karen get together. Karen and Karen, Karen and Karen. I love when we get together. Living your best life. Welcome all. Please hit that is true. That is absolutely true. Please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up. And you guys, if you would, share out the live stream. I'd really appreciate that. So Karen Ann Moore Karen, you can please tell a little bit about your channel. I just love to go in there and listen to you laugh. I don't know if I even listen to the words, but I absolutely love to listen to your laugh. And I was really having a good time. Good time not listening, obviously. But just share a little bit about what you do in here, and then I can talk about it after I get to talking about my other stuff. So where was I? Okay, so this is about momentum, life, and friendship. Okay, so before I went on vacation to Las Vegas, I had hit my stride on YouTube. I was feeling really good, and something happened that I didn't expect. I had an experience on YouTube that I should have been prepared for, because you have moderators for a reason, right? You have moderators for a reason. Should have been prepared for it, wasn't prepared for it. Talked to all of my YouTube community, and what we decided is that I'd just stop. I would just cool it for a little bit on YouTube, and it worked. But my momentum, it felt like I was like, stop! And then of course I had the end of the year, and I had the move up north for the summer, and it's like, and then the change of schedule, it's like, where is that momentum? Where is that? How do I get that back? And then I realized that the only person that stopped me was me. Now, it was good to take that vacation and really relax, just totally chill, because you really need to do that, you guys. Stress is a killer. We know that. And stress and anxiety together is a super killer. And I didn't want to go there. Hi, Karen, living your best. Okay, I know that. Yep. Sounds like life caught up with you, Karen. It did. You know, Kate, I was doing, I did 3 shows this year. I was trying to do 3 videos. I'm still trying to do 3 videos. 3 videos a week, and then started live streaming. And then, of course, end of year, it caught up with me. And you know what this is like, Kate. It put me on halt. Life put me on halt. The momentum stopped because I needed to stop. So how do I get it back? I'm rested. I just get up and go, right? In order to go forward, you have to take a step. Understood. I have stepped back a bit from videos. I only do 1 every other week. Okay. Yeah, I would like to do, I really want to keep up with my 3. But I also I am looking, and I know you're not, Kate, or you said you're not. I'm looking to be monetized so that I can do a little bit less during the year with 3rd and 4th jobs, because YouTube, as we all know, YouTube is a full-time job. You need to, if you want it to be something, you have to continuously nurture it and keep the momentum going. Right, Karen, you have to keep the momentum going. Right, I knew that about you, Kate. I knew that. So what's lovely about that for you? Oh, of course, living your best life. You said thumbs up the live. I was like, wait a second, why isn't she a moderator? And I know you know what to do. But I'm reaching for, like I said, I'm reaching for monetization so I don't have to work 3 and 4 jobs on top of teaching. I know I'll be teaching, but I just need to, I would like, if YouTube's going to be a full-time job, I'd like for it to replace some of the other things I do. But I've got to keep the momentum up. Even when I have these life changes, these summer life changes, I got to keep the momentum up. I got to keep going. And but healthy, right? And this is what I hope everybody who is reaching for goals on YouTube is to remember to listen to your body. Remember to listen to your body. And if you're a person that tends towards anxiety, listen to that as well, because if your anxiety levels are rising, that's not helpful. If your stress levels are rising, that cortisol released into your body, that flight or fright hormone, is not good for your body. It's detrimental, as a matter of fact, and you don't want that to happen. You just don't. You can't let YouTube do that to you. You can't let you do that because of YouTube. You have to find out what you're doing. You're doing great. Thank you. Oh my God, your body will tell you everything. Yes. Last week, I was doing a stream. Lisa from Carter's Eat was in here and said, hey, it's called burnout. Alyssa. So Lisa from Carter's Eat was in, and I had been live streaming for, I think it was 58 minutes, and I was just feeling the crash come on. And she's like, hey, I have to go. I have a premiere in a few minutes. So I was like, everybody, that I saw it as my opportunity to be done. Not to be done with all of you, because I love all of you, but I felt the stress of the stream. I was like, if I'm stressing in the stream, thank you, Lisa. Let's go over and see her premiere. Now, she forgot to push the premiere button, so there wasn't a premiere. But everybody, I noticed that everybody clicked on the video anyway. And then I was saying, hey, 320 Homestead. Yep, and you have cortisol in the body. Yep, and I have the cortisol body shape too. I noticed that when I get stressed out, cortisol shape is your body tends to grab fat from whatever you're eating and throw it right towards the middle. So you get this rounded center, reap what you sow. Thank you for coming in. Yes, Kate. And I hope you know everybody else in here because you've been in here before. You guys, if you see me looking this way, you know it is. I'm looking at the chat. So yeah, we don't want the cortisol, but yes, we don't want the cortisol body. We want to not be stressed out. And how do we do that? How do we do that when we're trying to accomplish so many goals? Prioritize, 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 right? Prioritize, prioritize, prioritize. What's the most important thing that you must get done? Remember, I think I talked about it one time. Musts and wants. Is this a must do or I want to do this? My must do's usually are only 2 to 3 things. My wanna do's are usually about 80 things. Plus, people are nasty on YouTube, so you have to take a break from drama. Oh my God, yes. Yes, we do know this. People can't, I got some excellent training from Kate, actually, as a moderator, because people are nasty on YouTube. They don't have a face. They don't have to be civil. It's okay. That's why you have good moderators that can see what's coming. They can sense what's going on, and they can help you quietly move that aside. After my experiences 3 weeks ago, and they're still happening, believe me, they're still happening, but this doesn't get affected by that. And this doesn't get affected by that anymore. I'm so blessed. Folks have been nice to me. I haven't had nasty. Yeah, inside Kate's kitchen. Kate, I don't know if that's lucky or if it's the people you draw. I was looking at my subscribers and what kind of subscribers I have. And I looked at their channels and I see what kind of subscribers they have. And I find that really interesting, how different we are. And I don't know. I think the difference sometimes brings out confusion in people, but they've subscribed to me, so I don't want to. I don't want to discourage people because they're different than I am. So I love different. Me too. We smooth over the bumps. I'm blessed to have a great group of people who have my back. Yes, living your best life. True. I think that in that community where I'm in with you, with the Boss Life Online and with Carter's Eats and all that, and my other community with Insight, these communities are interchangeable, but I know I have 2 sets, well, actually like 6 sets of friend groups or community groups on YouTube. And I find that all of them are supportive in one way or another. And with that said, that's how I can keep, I'm trying to keep on track of my 3 topics, one which is momentum. So with all that support, it's like I can keep doing this. I can keep making videos that matter to me and I think matter to other people. I can continue to do live streams that aren't necessarily preaching, but as I learn more about life, internet life, YouTube life, personal life, life in general, as I learn more about that, I feel like I can share more on those live streams. I draw people with mental issues sometimes, but you know what? You're so darn sweet living your best life. And that's not a problem. Anytime you have that open heart and that soft voice, I think that's what draws. When you're in a state of peace, people want to be there with you. They want to somehow come in and be a part of that. Sometimes I think that when they want a part of that, they want to suck your energy, but I don't believe those people know that that's what they're doing. I don't think that people who are soul suckers realize that they're soul suckers. I think that there are people that are mean, but I think that those people that come in and I need this and I need that and I need you, help me. I think that they do that because they genuinely think that you can help them. That, yes, that's true. Karen, you are so good. I'm so good. Okay, yes. What I don't want to do is shuck and jive, but what I do want to do is help and promote your well-being, promote my well-being. Sometimes I get a little silly. I can tell you that silly has been pulled out of some of my videos and made into something completely ridiculous by other people. By the way, make sure that when you're doing live streams and videos that you click on, make sure you have custom thumbnails at all times. Make sure that you, I don't allow embedding. Like I don't allow people to take my content and embed it in theirs. And make sure if you see a video about you and they're using your content without your permission, standard YouTube license. Unless you're a creator in a group of creators, like you have a consortium of creators that create together, I would not use the Creative Commons license because that means that anybody can borrow your content. All of my videos are standard YouTube license, and if anybody wants to use my videos, they have to ask my permission first. But if they snatch my videos and create something else, then I can do a copyright claim, and that's the fastest way to get that's a very strong legal maneuver. Now you have to make sure you got to make sure it's your image. You got to make sure it's your content. And if you find that they're using your content in part of the video, you need to find, this is a little bit of work, but you need to go to your video that they took it from, and then you need to find the timestamp. because you can add that to the copyright claim. Then YouTube doesn't have to look through the whole thing. They can just go to the timestamp and then they can get a copyright claim, or they can get a copyright claim against them. And YouTube will take down the video. Let's see. We need more of you. Silly is great. Thank you. Okay. How do you know if it's standard? Well, you go, normally YouTube's video, when you upload your video, it should automatically be on standard YouTube license. For some reason, half of mine were Creative Commons and the other half were standard. And the ones that were Creative Commons, I found people were extracting and creating from my work. And interestingly, one guy has over 600 views on a video that he made of me that I can't get taken down because I don't know where the timestamp is where he caught this image. But even though it's anyway, he could be watching right now, which is fine. When I use video or information from someone, I get written permission to use it. Yes, absolutely. Sure, look. I also always give the channel name, where I got the information. I don't, there's only one time I used video from another creator, and that was, he was stretching a pupusa, and I did the timestamp, and I did the, oh, by the way, this is a squirrel. Alyssa, I love your new name, Alyssa Kerwood, AKA Rainbow Angel. I just love that. That's beautiful. Back to the story. Kate, where was I? I was talking about, oh yeah, so he was stretching a pupusa, so I gave the channel name. He had a Creative Commons license, so I didn't have to actually, I sent a message saying I'm using this from your video, and then I listed the channel. Yeah, absolutely. So that's part of getting back momentum, is learning all of these things. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So I made lemonade by discovering everything I could about copyright, about bullying, and what was the other one? Bullying and terroristic threats. Bullying isn't going to go over so well with YouTube. I had one video was taken down because of that, because it was thoroughly abusive and threatening to me. The others were taken down for copyright. So that's the most powerful tool, but you have to make, who is that? Bull's Garden and Rabbity, great, never thought about that. You're new to me. How are you? New to me, Bull's Gravity. Bull's Garden and Rabbity, Garden and Rabbity. I'm gonna go check you out. I have 3 computers going now. Ah, look at you, 567 subscribers, you guys. The Bull's Garden and Rabbitry. Bull's Garden and Rabbitry is new to me, and he might be new to some of you unless you know him. He's got a gardening channel, obviously, by the title. Dude, I am, picking cherry tomatoes and broccoli. Garden Wars Episode 4, Saving Pookie. This is going to be fun. I'm going to start you on this computer, and then I'm going to, ooh, look at you. All right. Yep, thank you for coming over. I'm excited about this. Bull's Garden. I really wish I could have a garden this year, but I don't. I know, Kate, you have a vertical garden. What is that called again, Kate? Could you share with the chat what kind of garden that is again? I haven't been able to do this because I'm not living in my own house. I will see you again soon, love. Karen, Ann, thank you for coming over. I appreciate the 20 minutes. You guys, for watch time, for those of us that are in need of watch time and you go into their streams, I'll just let you know, if you stay 20 to 30 minutes, that gives that person, by YouTube standards, a complete hour. So be committed. And if you know, I'm just appreciative of all of you that are in here. And then also, again, if you would share out the live so that if I can get more people in here and we can network a little bit more as well as have a good chat. So the Bull's Garden and Rabbitry, I'm completely impressed, especially with your cherries. Oh, thanks, Kate. Here it is, the link to Greenstock Garden System. It's a vertical gardening system where you water the top, the water comes down, and you can plant a whole garden as tall as you want, as far as I understand. I haven't gotten one, but Kate, you guys, if you go over to Kate, do you have a gardening video? Dude, I'm like all over the place, you know, coffee, but I'm also really excited that we have a great stream going and that I'm able to share what I know. Dude, Bull's Garden, you're now part of the family. Click. You're now a part of the family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And check out the channels in here because I think what you'll find, hey, in the garden, I think what you'll find is a bunch of like-minded people. I'm all about food fermentation and preserving and cooking healthy, probiotics and gut health. That's a whole mouthful. But Kate is a friend of mine from another group of folks. We're about preserving and making food. Living your best life is exactly that. She's motivational. It's wonderful. And who else do we have in here? 320 Homestead. It does food forests and things like that. You guys can talk about yourselves in here, please. I feel I am fine with that. You can ask people to come to your, or just tell them what you do. Everybody who's here is a creator, as far as I know. So welcome to the family. So glad to meet you. So Bull's Life, that's for you. You'll find that on the cherry tomato video. You guys go see the cherry tomato video. Meet you. All right, so we've talked about momentum a little bit. It's learning all this stuff to keep us going forward, even when it feels like life has done that to you. But what I'd like to talk about, yes, will you make, in the garden, you want me to make pickled eggs? I went to college in Wisconsin, USA, and we would go to bars and we would pop the pickled eggs. So I have a pickled egg aversion that's related to a little bit too much alcohol consumption from my college days. So I think, Kate, have you made pickled eggs before? 4 or 5 levels of deep pockets. Yep, there you go. That's huge undertaking. What did you do? We are building a homestead from scratch. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bought land in Texas with nothing on it and live in an RV while we build things up. You are my hero. 320 Homestead, you are my hero right now. I hope you are, I have to get over to your channel, but I hope you are doing a lot of videos about that process, because that's a winner chicken dinner for sure. Oh, so Kate, you've done, I would try beet, well, I don't know if you like beets, but I would definitely try beet kvass. It is, Karen, it can be overwhelming. I have been watching, oh good, Bull's Garden. Excellent. So you guys, let's let's do something here. I have to make some, I keep forgetting to look at the camera. I have to make some milk kefir, and then I also wanted you to see the newest batch of beet kvass, because I think you'll, and under this light, I have a better light in this kitchen, which is not my kitchen. Under this light, you can see the bubbles a lot more. So I'm gonna do some manipulating of equipment, and then you guys chat for a minute while I do that. Okay, and then we'll talk about this in a minute. But, okay, so milk kefir, right? I started 4 quarts ago, I had just a jar of milk and a kefir starter, not kefir grains. So what this has done is become like gelatiny or creamy. So we're gonna take a 1/4 cup and we're gonna put a 1/2 cup. This will act as a starter. So let me show you that. It looks kind of gloppy and gloopy, and it's gonna sound gloppy and gloopy. Oops, it glopped and glooped out. Hold on. For the effect, I made a mess. That's a 1/4 cup. I'm going to put another 1/4 cup, so we have a 1/2 cup of starter. Now, if you go to Cultures for Health, right, and you want to get kefir starter, they will tell you only need 3 tablespoons of kefir starter, which is essentially a 1/4 cup, to start the next batch. I don't agree with that. I think it works better with a 1/2 cup. And so I fill this up all the way to the top so that I can get a 1/2 cup out. And actually, I'm going to put a little bit more because it doesn't hurt to have more starter. It hurts to not have enough. I want to have enough flavor in here, so I need more room. So right now I use 3/4 of a cup. That's just fine. Like I said, it doesn't hurt to have more starter. It hurts to not have enough. So then we just pour this up all the way to the top of the rim with milk. And I use a whole milk because it makes a better kefir. If you use 2%, you will have fermented, the milk will have fermented into a kefir, but it'll be light, and I find it to be flavorless. So now I'm just gonna shake this up, and I'm gonna put it on the fermentation counter. To flavor this is super easy. Like I said, I take the naked mango. I also use Bolthouse Farms. This is the berry one. And since I am with a group of 4 people here in this house who all love to drink kefir, I'm finding that I'm making 4 quarts or a gallon of kefir a day or a week. So we're going through a lot of kefir. So you just fill that up. Doesn't matter. I wouldn't fill it up too high. This is a little too high, but I can't take it out right now. You put the lid on. I use plastic lids for this part. Okay, I think I do. Okay, here we go. And then you shake it up. Get all that juice mixed into all that kefir. You guys, if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up, please. So there you go. I'll put this in the refrigerator behind the ones that have been made already, and we'll just keep moving it forward and enjoying it. So I'll probably be making one of these a day. So I have to get people to drink more faster. All right. And those of you that have been in this house before know that I have a fermentation station right over there. My first year here, it was all full of kombucha, water, kefir, beet kvass, and apple cider vinegar. So now I'm just trying to, because it's not my house, I'm trying to be a little more respectful of their space. And I just do one or two things. So, all right. Who do we have? Bull's Garden, Inside Kate's Natasha. Hello, good to see you. We have Alyssa, 320 Homestead. My moderator, Kate, my moderator in the garden, my moderator, oh, Living Your Best Life might have checked out. Which is fine. So, One Peaceful Mind, Alicia's Handmade. I see you. So Alicia and I have a kind of a running joke. For some reason, for a while there, anytime she came into my live stream, I missed her. And I don't know why that is. And I felt so guilty. And I think this was really a good way to deal with it. I felt so guilty, I went and ran her play out for 2 days. Because, I mean, she's here every single time and she's loyal she's here every single time. And I kept missing her. Anyway, somebody said got milk. Oh, I love kefir, but due to health issues. Oh, what's going on? Kate, you can't do homemade. You can use, you can? Oh, you can use goat's milk. Kefir was made from goat's milk originally. So this is, it's a Middle Eastern drink. And if you don't know the story of kefir, it goes like this. I don't know what people, but they would pack up and travel from point to point, and they would put their goat's milk into a leather pouch of some sort. That leather pouch had yeasts on the inside. And by the time they got to their destination, they had a creamy milk. So I don't necessarily know what those enzymes and yeasts are that create the starter, but it comes from, I believe, the stomach of probably a goat. I don't know. Anyway, so those pouches were made out of, I said, I'll tell you the story, and I don't really know the story. So sorry about that, but it has something to do with traveling from point A to point B, and this was a great way to preserve the milk and get the health benefits from it without it going bad. Natasha, we already, SV Tickle Me Fin. Oh my gosh. SV Tickle Me Fin had me laughing so hard in my last live stream. She's like me, and I try to be that way with all my friends who are here. I grew up on SV Tickle Me Fin, you grew up on goat's milk. I've never, honest to God, I've had goat cheese. I've never had goat's milk. Inside, he did well. Okay. Oh, goody, I'll watch for it. What? I'm missing something. SV Tickle Me, how did the squirrel do on goat milk? Oh, I have to get over there, obviously. That sounds like a really interesting video. All right. That's all I'm doing. I do have stuff to talk about. I keep going off the, oops, got to put the milk away too. I keep getting off track. What do we call that, Kate? Squirrel! Okay, I'm hoping you can see this. Maybe if we come this way a little bit. Okay, so last week, oh, there you go. So last week I have to make a big gallon of beet kvass. I have to keep making beet kvass because a person who lives here is enjoying it with me, and I'm going through my stash really fast. So you can see all those tiny little bubbles. I think it's better here. All these tiny little bubbles, that is the fermentation happening. And we've got some really good stuff going on here. See all those bubbles? That is an excellent sign that the fermentation is working. I don't have any comm yeast in here, but I'm also not in my own household. I don't have any comm yeast happening, and the fermentation is going pretty quick. I think it's because I have it all the way up there. So I'm going to put that back so it can stay at the same temperature. One of the things I've discovered, people, my YouTube people, is that when you are fermenting foods, it is really best that you try to keep the fermentation at the same temperature all the way through. Now, whoa, I'll do this. Now in Minnesota, that's kind of hard, especially in the wintertime when your house temperature goes down during the times you're either not there or at night, and it rises up when you get home from work so that you don't freeze to death. So sometimes that changes the pH level, and sometimes you can get some bad things happening. But Angela Critters, hello. Good to see you. I'm going to put this back for right now. And I think I'm going to go back to the topic at hand. So thank you for letting me do that work, getting the kefir made and all of that. We talked about momentum and what I had to learn in order to get my momentum back. I'll just reiterate, I'm still working on watch hours because I am looking to be, Anthony Facer, thanks for coming in. I don't want to miss anyone. I am looking for monetization. I am looking to continue my work on YouTube. And one of the reasons I'm doing that is so that I can release some of the other jobs I have. Because, as a teacher, we sometimes have to have 3 or 4 jobs or 3 or 4 gigs going on at the same time. So, yeah, I would like YouTube to take the place of at least one of those. I don't make a whole lot of money in any of my side gigs. This one, I make enough for, they say thank you with this money. Anyway, it's fun. I get to choreograph, I get more experience, but this might be something I want to let go because I want to spend more time with my husband. So, okay, momentum, got to keep the momentum going, got to keep the momentum going, got to keep the momentum going. And then we were talking about life changes. I was talking about right away when I started my live stream, how when you make a change, how long it takes to adjust, or you have to realize, especially as you get older, you need an adjustment period. So I didn't talk about this last week when I got up here. I started in as if I was a 20-year-old. Bozo the Calvin Jr. Oh, you guys, I do have something exciting to say about Bozo the Calvin Jr. I did not realize this, but he reached his 1,000 subscribers in my channel last week. And that is the first time that has happened. So if you don't have Bozo the Calvin Jr., he's a great guy, first of all. Really fun channel. Please give him more cushion than he has already, so that we can keep growing our community. So when you make a life change for any period of time, like I always move up here, there is an adjustment period. And I came up here and started in like this. Like I got here on Tuesday. I went to rehearsal that night. Wednesday, I danced for 9 hours straight. No, I danced for 5 hours, which is, I only dance an hour and a half during the school year. I danced for 5 hours. Thursday, I danced for 9 hours. And then Friday, I'm waking up and I'm like, oh my God, everything hurts. Oh, everything hurts. Thanks so much, Inside Kate's Kitchen. All right. Oh, okay, okay. Just learning to make playlists, huh? Okay. So Friday I woke up and felt like a Mack truck had run over me, and then Friday, Friday I was really trying to keep going forward and making progress, but it turned out that I pretty much had to sleep most of the day on Friday. I got like 2 hours of choreography in, and then I spent 3 hours with two dancers getting some stuff done for the show. But I felt like I had been hit by a Mack truck because I had made this huge change. I didn't remember it being this hard last year or the year before, where moving up here was going to be that difficult. I mean, I'll tell you, it was physically and mentally challenging. And then finally, so Saturday I brought YouTube to work. Instead of me worrying about stuff, I brought YouTube to work, and you guys had to watch me tap. First stream didn't work out at all. It was just, you know, it pixelated all the way through, and but the second stream, I was able to connect my computer with my phone and do it that way. And you got to watch 40 minutes. And that way I didn't feel stressed out by that. And because I wasn't trying to make content for YouTube, I was making YouTube see what I do. So if you want to watch that tap video, it gets a little annoying because I repeat the same phrase over and over and over again while I'm choreographing, but I was able to get that work done and not worry about YouTube. And then yesterday I did no YouTube and no theater or choreography until I had my premiere about yoga. By the way, yoga is a great way to relieve stress when you have a time of change in your life. Welcome, my friend. Yay, same right back at you. What, Alicia? Oh, good. Yes, you guys are saying hello. Hello. Okay. So that brings me to my next topic. We started talking about this last week. I don't want to get too deep into it, but I'm going to write an article about friendships effects on, what was I going to call it? Friendships effects on health, well-being, and longevity. And I started with 3 articles, why friends may be more important than family, and I'll highlight some of the stuff in this. God bless you, host, and everyone else. Thank you, Bozo. The importance of friendship. And then the last one, I have to look back up. I forgot to get the title in there, but it's by Carlos F. Mendez. And this one's pretty scientific and boring. But Amanda McMillan says that, and I believe this, that strong friendships will predict well-being in the older you are. If you have good friends as an older person that you've had with you for a long time, like I have a friend, Denise, who I've known since 7th grade, and I consider her one of those friends that I don't have to see her often, but whenever I talk to her, everything in my body just relaxes. We laugh. And there's a group of us that come from the same middle school that still hang together. I found it interesting that in this article also that William Chopik, who is a researcher, found that both family and friend relationships were associated with better health and happiness overall, but in advanced ages, 60 and up, 50 and up, the link remained only 50 and up, only for people who reported strong friendships. So it's not that your family isn't important. Your family is important, you guys. Family, a lot of people say family is everything. But family can also be a source of stress. Whereas your friendships, your leisurely friendships, are a source of stress relief. So I'm really going to get into this. Okay, Chopik also found that it wasn't just important to have friends, but the quality of those friendships also mattered. And what I believe, hi, Bozo, okay, still think Karen should start Amazon store and shelf for all the gadgets in her videos. True. I don't know how to do that. Do you know how to do that in the garden? I think I might. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. So, the quality of friendships, you guys, the quality of friendships are important. If a friend is a soul-sucking friend, you need to direct them to a therapist and you need to go on about your business. If a friend is someone who encourages you and makes you laugh, that's the person that you need in your laugh, and you just enjoy their company, you love to hear what they have to say, or you're interested in their perspective. That's the kind of friend you need to have. That will continue to lower those cortisol levels, help you. They are the ones that are there to make your stress eustress. So there's stress, which is bad for you, and eustress, which is the stuff, and I forget how to spell it, but eustress is the kind of stress that's good because you're striving for something. Somebody is there to help not guide you, but support you along the way. And you want to do this so bad, but it's a challenge. So eustress is a challenge. It can be wearing, but not enough to do damage. It actually helps enhance your well-being because you're reaching that goal. And when you reach a goal, awesomeness happens, right? Awesomeness. Karen, look up Deepak Chopra. I already know. He was my dude. He was my dude in the 90s. And if anybody else doesn't know who Deepak Chopra is, that is how you spell it. Alyssa Kerwood has it, AKA Rainbow Angel. I think you should just go by Rainbow Angel. Has it right there. We all need a good laugh in our lives. Love keeps others happier in life. Yep. At my age, that the friends are all moving away to retire or worse. My friends are starting to die. Angela Critters, yes. That's addressed. That's another reason, or that was addressed in this article too, that as people pass away, believe me, I have had the first 10 years of my husband and our marriage, we had, I think, 17 people in our families and friends die in 10 years. So I totally get that. And then I just had, in the last 5 years ago, I had a devastating loss, which was my sister. Devastating loss to me. And I get that. I totally get that. My kids sucked my soul. Okay, that one's fine. Hold on. Oh, it was removed. My kids sucked my soul out of me. All that's left is the clown in me. Well, maybe that's okay. The clown is cool. The clown is cool. That's all right. Living your best life. Hello, Angela. Thank you. I was talking about you. I wasn't sure if you were here. I think it was that maybe that you were a moderator, but okay. So here, yes, Deepak Chopra, Alyssa, you guys, I'm getting off base here. So we often enjoy our time with our friends more than our family. We do leisurely things with friends, whereas family events are often serious or maybe monotonous or stressful. I, for one, had some stressful events with family, especially, Christmas was stressful. It was lovely. Christmas was lovely, but it was all the things that went into making it happen. And then finally, when it happened as an adult, I realized this is too much to celebrate, the birth. I think a good meal and quiet time and an exchange of a gift would be easier. Okay, thanks for the feedback. What? My kids, okay. Oh, okay, you're talking, okay. Anyway, I got lost in the chat again. Um, so think about it. You call folks up to say, hey, do you want to go to a movie? Or hey, do you want to go get coffee? Or hey, you call your friends up for that. I call my husband up for that because he's my best friend. But sometimes he and I are different. Sometimes he just needs to not be with me all the time. Lynx Acres, good morning. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. I really appreciate it. We're talking right now about friendship and how the difference between friends and family, and how family can be stressful sometimes because family can be stressful. Some people say family is everything. I am not one of those people. I am not. But life circumstances have made it so that I don't believe family is everything. For some people, that is absolutely true. You can only depend on your family. That is true for some people, but you get those good friends, they will be there for you too. And this is another thing that was said in one of these articles, that a good friend is not developed in a couple hours just meeting and greeting. That's an acquaintance, and maybe you've hit it off, but that person is still not necessarily you don't know them enough. Some family members are a pain in the butt. That is so true. That is so true. So the end of this article, the one why friends may be more important than family, it says the more positive interactions, the better. The important thing is having people you can rely on for good times as well as bad. Right? That is the truth. There are family members I would depend on them for one thing, but I would depend on them for some things, but if it came to me being in crisis, I would not depend on them. Putting in a toilet, I could depend on one of my brothers for that. Being there in crisis? Okay, on to this one, the importance of friendship. This article, the first claim in this article is that society is ignoring the importance of friendship. And that's messing with things. Now, they say that one of the things they're saying is that we have these minute friendships, these things where, and our kids are really struggling with this these days, that Bohan Stefanovic. I don't know how to say your first name. Stefanovic, I think I have right. Am I saying that right? Stefanovic? So welcome is my point. I think you're new to me. Cool. Still crying over my celebration. What? Bozo the Clown, Bozo the Calvin. Okay. So society is ignoring the importance. I was saying our children are really suffering. My first name is read Boyan. Good, Boyan Stefanovic. Okay, lovely. Welcome. Send your folks in. You can pick your friends, not your family. That's true. And you got to pick them right. So children have a real hard time making friends these days, especially those that are connected to their devices. And they're not quite sure how to do the face-to-face thing. That's really a struggle. I have seen too many times when kids say, let's go out for coffee, and then they sit across from each other at Caribou like this, and they're not talking. They don't know how to do that. And then it's also easy for them to throw away those friendships because they didn't mean anything in the first place, because you went out for coffee and you did this. So it's important that I always come back to the kids, but adults have a hard time too. Adults have a hard time making friends because how do you make friends? Where do you make friends? I found it interesting. Okay, let's talk about this article again, The Importance of Friendship. This author, Jane Collingwood, took a quote from Aristotle saying, "In poverty and other misfortunes in life, true friends are a sure refuge. They keep the young out of mischief, so support each other and say, hey, don't do that. They comfort and aid." Hold on. I'm home alone, and I thought I heard somebody in the driveway, and I don't really want to live stream in somebody else's house when they come in, because, I mean, I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to Aristotle. So he's, true friends are a sure refuge. They keep the young out of mischief. They comfort and aid the old in their weakness, and they incite those in their prime of life to noble deeds. So friends are there to support you. God, the good one. Yeah, it's Kicking It with Karen. Yes, hello. Hello. Thanks for coming in. You guys, hold on. Amelia, do you want to go? Do you want to go out? I got to let Amelia out. Come on. Hold on. Amelia is my summer dog, not mine, the household's. Carter Zeet, hello. What were you saying amen to? All right. Hey, Carter's, Lisa, I did my fitness challenge. I hope you saw the video. It has your name in it. It has a link to your channel and all of that. So I did it. It was successful. It was the longest video I've done to date. So back to the thing. Okay. My thing is, this is what I really loved about this Aristotle quote. And they incite those in the prime of life to do noble deeds. To do noble deeds. They push you to do your goals. Get there, get there, get there, get there. To get to where you need to go. That's what a good friend does. A good friend does not pull you down. And that is not going to help your health and well-being, right? So vital friends. This is Tom Rath says, vital friends, the people you can't afford to live without. Rath makes the point that if you ask people why they became homeless, so he was doing a study of the homeless, why their marriage failed or why they overeat. So homeless, failed marriage, overeating. They often say it's because of the poor quality or non-existent friendship. They feel outcast or unloved. So I know a lot of people that eat their sorrow. I don't eat my sorrow. We all have our vices, but I've seen a lot of people eat their sorrow. They just keep shoving it in. Angela cites daughter and that horrible date. Oh, I'd love to know what that's about. The meme that frequently goes with it is, I see you have made a tiny human. I too have done this. I'm a little bit lost. Oh, look who we have in here, though. This is cool. We have Angela Critters. We have Lynx Acres. We have the Bull's Garden. The Bull's Garden is new to me. And if you don't have him, please go check him out, because I just watched a tomato video that was awesome. It was a tomato. I think it was picking cherry tomatoes. Let me get back. And picking tomato cherries and broccoli, and he had a beautiful harvest. Living Your Best Life is here. Lynx Acres, God the Good One. Bozo the Calvin Jr., who hit his 1,000 in my life. That makes me feel really good. That's the first one. First one that ever happened to me. Natasha Barthley. And Boyan Stevanovic. 320 Homestead. SV Tickle Me Finn, who cracks me up all the time. So if you don't know each other, please go check each other out. And really, I'm still going to talk about friendship because I'm fascinated how it can really affect your well-being, your health and well-being. Just Bozo. Just go by Bozo. Wine and chocolate. Wine and chocolate it is, while I drink my kefir. I think my vice is fermenting things because I love the process of it, and then I can't possibly eat all the stuff I ferment. I give a lot away. Vital friends, people who can't afford to live with, feel outcast or unloved. Okay, so here's what Rath found out. When you have a best friend, I heard something beeping. If you have a best friend or somebody that you're just really tight with, he found that some surprising statistics. I don't find this surprising. If your best friend eats healthily, you are 5 times more likely to have a healthy diet yourself. Married people say that friendship is more than 5 times. Married people say friendship is more than 5 times as important as physical intimacy within marriage. I think if you can't be friends in your marriage, it doesn't matter what else you're doing. Those who say they have no real friends at work have only 1 in 12 chance of feeling engaged in their job. I've been there. I've been there. If I don't have friends at work, I don't even know why I'm going to work. I don't know. Conversely, if you have a best friend at work, you are 7 times more likely to feel engaged in your job. And from what I understand, you are more productive. If you're happy in your job and you can not like your job and have a good friend there, and you will be more productive than if you have a great job and you have no friends. Right? That must be how I survived all those stupid jobs I had. Collingwood also talks about a friendship audit. Not to judge your friendships. Hi, Lisa Carr. Okay, yep, hubby is my best friend. He leaves for work and is gone 2 weeks at a time, home for 1 week. Wow, 320 homestead. Well, I'm gone for 2 weeks also. I'm back. This is my thing for the summer. Gone for 2 weeks and then I'm back for 3 days. Gone for 2 weeks, back for 3 days, gone for the rest of the time. My husband comes up and we go to the Blues Fest in Duluth, Minnesota, which is the best blues fest. Anybody who's there will tell you, those people that follow blues fests, will tell you that the Blues Fest on the shores of Lake Superior is as good as any of those big southern ones because they're huge. I mean, my God, the ticket to get in is $125, and then it's just huge. They have 2 stages. I think they might have 3 this year. I digress. We're talking about friendship. Oh, I love the blues too. Oh my gosh. My husband and I have been doing the Blues Fest for our anniversary for, I think this will be our 12th time. And this will be our 20th anniversary coming up in August. I feel like I made it. I was about to quit at this one job because of one person. Thankfully, they left before that happened. Huge, huge turnaround in the whole atmosphere. You gotta have good friends. Donna the Buffalo. What? I don't get it. Somebody 320. Do you know how many times I heard people say that they don't go to work to make friends? I've always thought that was sad. If you don't go to work, you go to work to make money, but if you don't have a friend there, this is true for most people, not necessarily for all people, but for most people. If you don't have a good friend at work or somebody that you can at least, hey, this happened. What do you think about that? And share that with. Yes, 20-year anniversary coming up in August, and you can't share things with someone or bounce things off of them at work, I think you're gonna have a hard time. Gotta go and get ready for the day. I love you all so much. Bye for now. Angela Kerwood, Rainbow Angel. Rainbow Angel. You guys, make sure you check her out. She is truly an inspiration, and she is a person to try to live up to her energy and her power. So let's just get back to this a little bit. Friendship audit. Oh, the friendship audit. Yes, this is not to judge your friends, but to figure out what place they have in your life. Oh my God, 320 Homestead, congratulations, 30 years. I'm 10 years behind you. So a friendship audit. I'm going to read it because I'm not sure I understand it. In order to recognize which of your friendships provide you with different things you need to do a friendship audit to sharpen each friendship in line with that strength. Of course, it's not always a good idea to judge. Not a good idea to judge friends in a detached way or doubt friendship because you can't easily identify the rewards. It's not all about rewards. In fact, the closest friends like each other for who they are in themselves, not for what they deliver. Okay? Aristotle made the point that it's better to give than receive in friendship. We know this. Right? I'm looking at the chat while I'm talking. Yes, you guys, congratulations to 320 Homestead. In a month, they will have 30 years of marriage. And that, my dears, is awesome. That's straight up awesomeness. You guys, I'm going to be going for a little bit longer if I can. If you'd like to share out the live, that would be great, so we can get a few more people in here. But I'm okay just talking at you and doing things. What should I do? I do need to make a salad, but for later on. And I also need to cook some chicken, but it's a big undertaking. We are at 44 and a half years marriage. Oh my gosh! Angela Critters, that's almost 45 years. Angela, that's like bow my hat to you. I'm coming up on 20 and I think I'm doing a good job. I did get married late in life though. I got married at 35. So, yeah, we still laugh every day. So do my husband and I. I went through a slump after my sister died, but now I'm starting to find my joy, starting to find that momentum, trying, understanding how life changes and understanding how friendship, and you see how I'm trying to weave my title into what I'm saying, understanding how friendship really helps support our marriage. But we are doing well as well. But 44 and a half years, we can just say 45 at this point. We still laugh. Oh, Lynx, I'm gonna laugh regardless, right? I am too, but sometimes life throws that right at you, that stop. It's like, I can't laugh at that. But you got to find that laughter somehow, right? You got to find it again. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to go until 11 o'clock. That'll be an hour and a half. I am choreographing this afternoon. So if you want, it's not tap that I'm choreographing. So if you want to come into the studio, don't leave me yet. I need you here for 10 more minutes. If you can just hang out with me for 10 more minutes, I'll be good. But I will probably bring my computer and you can watch. If you've seen the process of me choreographing tap, speaking of dance, Lynx Acres, yes. Speaking of dance. If you okay. If you want to see another process that I go through in dance with choreography, I should be, I'm going to try to do another live, just dance live I get done with one dancer at 2. I love the Royal Opera House YouTube channel. Oh, yes, I've seen that. It has the Royal Ballet. Yes. I use that channel to help me choreograph for my school year. But anyway, I am going to be in the studio today from probably 2 to 3:30 before my production meeting, choreographing for what I have to do tonight. So, like I said, just stay with me for 10 more minutes. I think 9 more minutes and we're good. And then I'll get some more time in this afternoon. You'll see me in a different setting. So you've seen me cook. You'll see me moving a little bit. So let's talk just a few more things about friendship. It's better to give than receive in friendship. It's better for your soul. It's actually better for your soul when you give. Sometimes receiving is fine, though. I like presents. I'm not gonna lie. I like presents. Mark Vernon, a British writer, Mark Vernon, the nobleman is most involved with wisdom and friendship. And Oscar Wilde said, anybody can sympathize with the sufferings of a friend, but it requires a very fine nature to sympathize with a friend's success. Now, what they're talking about here is the altruistic aspect of true friendship. So there's a quote in here somewhere, that money can't buy you happiness. That quote it should be, yes, money can't buy you happiness, but money can make it easier. Because when you broke, that ain't easy. So, Aristotle made it better than Aristotle also believed that friendship can only arise indirectly, like happiness. It comes with living what he called the good life, including, I think this is important, strong personal values such as honesty, character, and passion. And then it goes on to say that our contemporary culture, for all its benefits, tends to focus more on commerce rather than helping us live Aristotle's good life, where you're happy. You're happy. So money can't buy you happiness. It can make you, money can't buy you happiness. It can make it easier. Our society focuses on commerce or money rather than the quality. So quantity of stuff, money, things, rather than quality of life. And I really think that we need to start looking at that. When we're chasing after that money, the stuff, all of that is stressful. Now, if you're in a position where that helps you, I don't know, if you're chasing after money, you're not going to be happy unless you don't have, I don't want to make a broad claim like that. I just never chased after money. I chased after happiness, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, right? I think that pursuit of happiness is really, has been misconstrued. I love YNAB for money management. YNAB, is that a program? My husband has some program. I think he actually wrote a program for money management. But YNAB for money management. If you're chasing after money, you're missing out on life. Yes, it's a fantastic program. Okay. Is it called YNAB? That's interesting. So you guys just hang out with me 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Oh, Lynx Acres, we have a budget. We have a budget down to the penny because I think you probably know this, but my student loans went up to $1,100 this year, more than our mortgage, and that's on an income-based repayment because the administration restructured the student loan programs. They took, I guess what happened is, instead of the annual take home, they looked at annual income and they added in our benefits package with that. So when they look at it all, it looks like I should be paying $1,100 a month. Money doesn't make you happy, and that's a fact. Money doesn't make you happy. It only makes it easier. That's all it does. Unless you don't know what to do with your money, and then it can be stressful. If you have a budget, you don't have to worry about it. No, that's what the program is. YNAB, or you need a Yes, we have a budget. Yes, we have a budget. Okay, Karen, got to go. Okay, thank you, living your best life. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I will be over to your stream. I think that if I get up with you living your best life, then my day will go good. So let me check. I think somebody's home. Are you coming in? All right. Okay, there you go. There's a little puppy. Sorry about that. Hang with me just 4 more minutes. FOMO. Money doesn't make you happy. That's true. Okay, gotta go. We know that. All right. No, money doesn't make you happy, but it makes it easier, is what I say. Here's another good thing. Vernon, who is Vernon? Mark Vernon, the guy who said that a nobleman he's quoting a bunch of people. Vernon also said that close friend is a mirror of your own self. That is interesting to me. A close friend is a mirror of your own self. So I wonder if I have a lot of friends that complain about their friends, and I wonder if what they're complaining about is what they don't like about themselves. Paying for the app okay. I personally think it's the best budgeting program out there. It is a subscription app, roughly $100 a year, but all of their training resources are free and you don't need to be paying for it. Oh, cool. Paying for the app to access the resources. Cool. You know what? I'll tell my husband about it and we can maybe look at it. Right now, Troy wrote his own program for a budget, and it's really keeping us on track and moving us towards our goals, which are our goal is to be mobile, job free, where we write our own ticket doing what we want to do in 6 years. 6 years, I will be at that ripe old age of another speed limit. So I'm hitting a speed limit in July 15th, I'll be hitting a speed limit. You can guess which one. And then I'll be hitting another speed limit in 5 years. So I have shared my age, but sometimes I don't believe it, so I don't like to talk about it. So, all right. 1 more minute, guys. You can do it. Hang out with me for 1 more minute. I didn't even get it. Okay, so here's my last statement. So Vernon writes that a close friend is a mirror of your own self. That's why, like I said, I wonder if people who complain about their friends are actually complaining about what they don't like about themselves. Friendship is also important in politics because it cultivates the virtues such as creativity and compassion. I think that friendship is lost in politics these days. which are essential to a flourishing society. He concludes that if we cultivate friendship, we can lift some of the burden from our apparently unhappy, isolated selves. You guys, friendship is a mirror. Your friends are a mirror of yourself. That's a really good guide to help you understand. That's a really good, that makes me feel pensive and thoughtful. Anyway, this is a good time to end this live stream. I've got to get over to the theater and choreograph or rework the tap piece I did on Saturday, so I'm ready for my my actor to come in and teach it to him. It's so true, and not just yourself. The things you like and least others, generally your worst quality. Yes, yes, Lynx Acres. Yumi and Benny, hey, I am about to end this stream. Everybody's coming in, so should I just keep going? I don't know. I do have to get over to the theater, though. Stefan Sub. Okay. All right. I think it's a good time to end if Stefan is premiering. Thank you for saying that, Lynx. I can let it go then. Are you in Pine River? No, I'm not. I'm not in Pine River. I am in Park Rapids. So bye, Lynx Acres. Blessings to you all in the garden. Thank you for hanging out with me. You really helped me with my watch hours. I will be back between 2 and 2:15 with in the studio doing some choreography. I hope to see you there. I hope to see you there. I hope to see you there. Love and more love. Live, love, and learn. Bye.